Welcome, welcome to the Orange Rush Fancast. I'm Dude the Bronco, and I'm coming here with an exclusive Sean Payton interview with Adam Schefter, the league's number one insider from ESPN.
That you've been a part of?
No, that was
Sean Payton has had an immediate impact on the Denver Broncos, drafting Bo Nix, going to the playoffs at 8-7, falling to Buffalo on Wild Card Weekend. Then last season, the Broncos with 14 wins, vaulting to the top of the conference before losing Nix, falling to the Patriots in the AFC title game. And here, once again, they are a team to beat in the conference. Here's Adam Schefter on Payton.
I mean, now we're entering the absurd.
Yes.
September of 2023. You play in Miami. You lose and give up 70 points in a game.
He's in for 6. Tyreek Hill. Oh, look at that. Shovel pass action. Touchdown. My goodness. 70-20.
Do you ever remember a more humiliating loss that you've been a part of?
No, that was difficult because I think anyone that saw that score probably quickly thought it was a Heat score, not a Dolphins score.
Tired of losing, man. Been here for 7 years and all I've done is lost.
It's the most embarrassing game I've ever been a part of. It's the most embarrassing game I've ever watched.
I thought as a player I was gone. Everybody was saying the coaches were going to be fired. It was just a bad day that day.
That's the definition of an kicking.
It is going to be a long flight back to Denver.
Yeah, 70 points on top of your head is kind of brutal.
I mean, I'm at a loss for words. I've been on the other side of some games like that, and then every once in a while in this league, you get your butt whipped, but this was more than that.
You spend a lot of time looking at the roster, the coaches, trying to evaluate every element of the program.
After the most lopsided loss in Sean Payton's coaching career, the Broncos surged with 5 straight wins, just missing the playoffs. The coach's takeaway? Get tougher, more physical, and never give up 70 again. So when did you feel like that boat that had capsized in Miami had been lifted up and turned around?
Well, I never felt like it was capsized. I felt like we took on water. It's kind of a Nick Sabanism, but there's 3 window panes that are hurricane windows. If you have a place near water, your builder says you want the 130, the 150, or the 190. We've sought out 190-mile-per-hour players. That idea of that toughness, how much can you withstand, how much can you take?
Breaking news out of Denver as the Broncos announced quarterback Russell Wilson that he will be released.
Even with a $53 million dead cap hit from Russell Wilson's deal in 2024, the Broncos reset their roster, beginning at the game's most important position.
A big game indeed. The debut of Broncos rookie quarterback Bo Nix. Bo rolls to his right, throws a strike, loads it up. He's got a home run ball. Touchdown, Denver!
We've been able to acquire a team and put together a team that is just simply competitive and gritty and not willing to lose.
There's this progression sometimes that happens, and so you go and you lose on the road to Buffalo, and you say to yourself, we got to find a way to play this game in Denver. And 1 year later, here we are.
The number 1 seed this year in the AFC is the Denver Broncos.
I'd never lived here, so I'd never seen the mountains, but the cool thing about when you live here, you always know the direction. We had a mural done in the front of the locker room, and it's the Rocky Mountains, and it just says head west. That looks like there's problems ahead, and there are, but on the other side of it, if you're tough enough, there's more than just fortune.
You haven't hid from Super Bowl talk or expectations.
I think most teams generally lay out goals. The first being we got to find a way to win the division, and then the second goal is to get the best seed possible And then the third goal is why we do this, is to win Super Bowls.
The miracle in Miami has happened.
If you're gonna expect something like that as big as the Super Bowl, you got to speak it into existence. You got to talk about it. You got to expect it, or else you'll never be ready for the opportunity.